Welcome to Infinite Wealthy Mind. Let me start with something that might surprise you. Most people don't ruin their financial future with one big mistake. They don't blow all their money on a single bad investment. They don't suddenly go bankrupt overnight. They don't wake up one day and choose to be broke. Instead, they make a series of quiet, reasonable-sounding money decisions. Decisions that feel harmless at the time. Decisions that almost everyone around them is making. Decisions that don't look like mistakes until years later. And by the time they reach 40, the damage is already done. Two people can earn nearly the same income for 20 years and end up in completely different financial positions by midlife. One feels calm about money. The other feels trapped, anxious, and behind. The difference isn't luck. It's these 7 decisions. Decision 1. Lifestyle inflation. This is the most dangerous decision because it hides behind progress. You get a raise, you upgrade your phone, you move into a nicer apartment, you start eating out more. You tell yourself, I deserve this. And you might be right. But here's the problem. Every time your lifestyle rises to match your income, you erase the gap that creates wealth. Wealth is built in the margin, the difference between what you earn and what you spend. If that margin stays small, your net worth stays small. Lifestyle inflation turns higher income into higher obligations. It quietly locks you into needing your next paycheck before you even receive it. And what makes it worse is that lifestyle inflation doesn't feel reckless. It feels normal. Everyone around you upgrades when they earn more. Social media reinforces it. Advertisements normalize it. But by age 40, the person who resisted lifestyle inflation often has investments, savings, and options. The person who gave into it often has stress, debt, and obligations. Same income, completely different outcome. Decision 2. How you handle your first real car. Cars are one of the most underestimated wealth killers. Not because cars are bad, but because people massively overspend on them early in life. Most people buy cars based on monthly payments, not total cost. A 7-year loan feels manageable. The payment fits the budget. The car feels impressive. But cars don't build wealth, they extract it. Every dollar tied up in a depreciating asset is a dollar not compounding for your future. The car you buy at 25 doesn't just cost money today, it costs you opportunity for decades. That same monthly payment invested instead could grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. By age 40, people who drove modest cars often have portfolios. People who chased status through vehicles often have nothing but maintenance bills and regret. This isn't about never enjoying a car. It's about understanding that your early car decisions echo louder than you think. Decision 3. When you start investing. This decision is brutal, unfair, and unforgiving. Time matters more than effort. Someone who invests consistently from 25 to 35, even small amounts, often ends up ahead of someone who waits until 35 and invests aggressively. Why? Because compound growth needs time. Your earliest dollars are your most powerful dollars. Yet most people delay investing because they think they're not ready. They say they'll start when they earn more, when life is more stable, when things feel perfect. That moment rarely comes, and the cost of waiting is enormous. Every year you delay investing costs you years of compound growth you can never recover. By age 40, early investors don't just have more money, they have confidence. Late starters often feel like they're constantly trying to catch up, and catching up in investing is incredibly difficult. Decision 4. Your relationship with debt. Debt isn't just a financial issue, it's a psychological one. High-interest debt creates urgency. Urgency creates stress. Stress leads to poor decisions. Credit cards, personal loans, buy now, pay later plans, these feel convenient in the moment, but they quietly drain your future. Every month you carry high-interest debt, your money works against you. You're running uphill with a weight strapped to your back. People trapped in debt often miss investment opportunities, career risks, and long-term planning because survival mode dominates everything. They can't think strategically because they're constantly reacting. By age 40, people who avoided high-interest debt tend to feel free, even if their income isn't spectacular. People who normalized debt often feel trapped no matter how much they earn. Decision 5. Your housing choices. Housing is usually the largest expense in a person's life, and it's where people justify the biggest financial stretches. They tell themselves the house is an investment. They convince themselves it's necessary. They assume higher cost equals higher success. But a house should support your life, not suffocate it. When housing consumes too much of your income, everything else becomes fragile. Savings disappear, investments slow down, any disruption becomes a crisis. People who choose modest housing give themselves flexibility. They can invest, they can adapt, they can breathe. By age 40, modest housing choices often result in stability and options. Expensive housing often results in stress with a nice view. Decision 6. Who you compare yourself to. This decision is invisible but devastating. Most people don't measure success objectively, they measure it socially. They compare their behind-the-scenes reality to other people's highlight reels. Comparison drives spending, and spending driven by comparison is never enough. There will always be someone with a newer car, a bigger house, a more expensive vacation. When your financial decisions are shaped by comparison, you lose control. People who define success internally through savings, freedom, and peace make very different money choices. They don't need to look rich, they want to be secure. By age 40, comparison-driven spenders often feel behind no matter how much they earn. Those who ignore the noise quietly build wealth. Decision 7. Whether you value flexibility over appearance. This is the decision that separates high earners from wealthy people. Financial flexibility means options. The option to leave a bad job, the option to handle emergencies calmly, the option to say no. Flexibility comes from low fixed costs, savings, and investments, not income alone. Many people chase higher salaries while locking themselves into expensive lifestyles. They earn more but feel more trapped. Others earn less but build flexibility early and end up ahead. By age 40, flexibility often matters more than net worth. It determines quality of life. The compound effect of quiet decisions. Here's the part most people miss. None of these decisions feel dramatic when you make them. Buying a slightly nicer car, upgrading your apartment, waiting another year to invest. They feel small, but money compounds quietly. So do mistakes. And by age 40, the results are loud. People who made boring, disciplined decisions often look lucky. They're not. They were consistent. Wealth isn't built in big moments. It's built through boring decisions repeated for years. The good news. Here's the good news. If you're aware of these decisions early, you're already ahead. You don't need a massive income. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need to be extreme. You need awareness, you need patience, you need restraint. If you're saving anything at all, even small amounts, you're ahead. If you're investing something, even inconsistently, you're ahead. If you're avoiding high-interest debt, you're ahead. You're not behind. You're just playing a quieter game. And quiet games are how real wealth is built. This is Infinite Wealthy Mind. If this helped you think differently about money, subscribe. Your future self is listening, even if no one else is.